It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Dolphins and the Raiders, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here we go. Garoppolo, first play, going to throw it. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's Myers again with another catch. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Oh, what a move. Powers past him at the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Jacoby Myers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. And they'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a 4th-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Let's go. Hey, go Lion, lock.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Ray. Hold the troops right. Go.
Herbert off of play action. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Back to throw here, Herbert. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score 7.
2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it to Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 28th touchdown. Drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
And I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Jimmy Garoppolo and the rest of his offense ready for their next possession. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes. Tarvarius Moore able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, Herbert. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. First down, Justin Herbert. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Let's go,
at the 11-yard line.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
It's 4th down.
We'll go orange. Ready?
Here's Herbert. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And out of the backfield It's in for the score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Play action. Garoppolo. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coach. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Down defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety, so you know if you throw... part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw, and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So the two teams, halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Hey, ram.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On first down, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. And now they're in the hurry-up. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. In motion, Hill. Herbert throwing again. Touchdown, Miami. Darnell Washington, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 21-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Fights through him. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually...
He's got a man complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Raiders 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. To throw, it's Garoppolo. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That escapes the sack. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. It's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on ESPN. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raiders heading out to take over. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Open man, that's Renfro. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Wait.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run, Achane, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal of the game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Darnell Washington, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, Mark?
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. Muscles by at the 25. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Open man right side, Myers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Staying on his feet, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He hits Adams complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Open man is Myers. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. It's Myers again with another catch. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Miami set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. There he goes again. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Crowd right.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick and heads straight out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Automatic first down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Garoppolo fighting through pressure. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and you can't help but have flashbacks to the 4th quarter of Super Bowl 54. Emmanuel Sanders overthrown, and that was a similar tough throw there. Another one he'd love to have back, but another one he'd take a shot at, too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Go. Ready.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, if I haven't said it before, I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Set.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here is third and quite a ways. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Run! Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger! Ready? 12. What is that?
On fourth down, Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Dolphins first down. That will be a big play there on fourth and long. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. And that's what made me rich. The whole club. Clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is